This might be the worst movie we've ever done, and I love it. It's 1988's The Days of Our Wives. Welcome back to Squeaky Clean Adult Films. I'm Jason from Barefoot, and today we have another request. Our first email request. People have requested on Twitter and Instagram. People have requested in real life. And of course, most of them are comments on YouTube. Duke, I believe you say it, or Mr. Wynn, here's your request. I'm glad you requested it. Days of Our Wives. I don't mean to diss it right up front, but this is different. You know how they say, show me, don't tell me? Well, this is the opposite of that. And I sincerely like this movie, but I can see it's got a lot of flaws and some people are going to pick it apart, and a lot of people are going to love it because of that. I swear, half our audience wants to see the really good ones or the really bad ones. If you encapsulate that, that's our whole audience. But it's a fun picture. It's fun, and I think you're gonna dig it. Roy Karch made this movie. He made a lot of movies. He made 170 movies, from the 80s to the new millennium, 1984 to 2011 to be precise. And this was early on in his career, 4 years in. This is 1988. I went through his entire filmography. I have never seen a single one. So we might have a new obsession here at Barefoot. I think we're going to have to do a couple more of these. I just watched one of them. Going through his list, I thought I saw The Seduction of Cindy, but it was The Seduction of Christy. Click on it, and it's Christy Canyon. And it's pretty damn good. And it has the exact same credits with the same font as Days of Our Wives. Both of them are 1988, so I guess the same production company was just jamming them out. That movie is filled with stars, and everyone does a good job. So maybe it was, I don't know what exactly went wrong with this movie. There's parts where the actors are reading the script, literally reading the script. You can see and you can tell, but I love stuff like that. I love homemade, clunky stuff. Can you tell I'm kind of chasing my tail? Because I want to be honest, and I am being honest. This isn't that good, and I love not that good. And a lot of interesting choices. We have a bunch of dissolves within the same scene. This was 82 minutes long. The clean version is down to 10 and a half, and this is PG, mostly because of outfits. This was the nastiest, raunchiest. I had so much editing to do. So much of the exposition has people without their clothes on. So you're gonna see at the end, I had to do some trickery. More than once I had to do some trickery to try to get you this super convoluted story. And I love this. This is such a soap opera, which it's Days of Our Wives, which is supposed to be Days of Our Lives. So of course we have everything that, and I think the filmmakers did such a good job in making a soap opera. We even have an evil twin. Think of what it takes to play in that sphere of soaps. It's all here. Let's jump on in. I'll meet you at the end. We'll talk about all the actors.
God, I wish you didn't have to go to the hardware store today, Steve. You know I hate it when you work on Saturdays. This used to be our day. You know, now what am I going to do? Just sit at home alone, just me and this sinus headache?
Sorry, darling, but a thriving hardware store can't run itself. Besides, you'll get more rest without me cluttering around here all day.
All right, go on. Go on, just get out of here.
You know, there was a really good article in the newspaper this morning about a plastic surgeon calling among people. I pulled you out of the gutter, give you a life and a home, and all you want is more and more and more. You know, you're nothing but a little, conniving lowlife.
Look, I didn't ask you to marry me. That was your dumb, stupid idea, Dr. Dork.
I don't want to fight with you. It's just that I've been working so much at the hospital lately. I'm really worried about Steve.
How so?
Well, he's just not himself lately. It's almost like he's a completely different person. Look, Don, I'm gonna stop by there on my way to the hospital. I'll be home in a little while.
Good. Well, I'll be out. Don't fiddle with your ex-wife while you're over there.
Oh, there. I can't for the life of me figure out where you come up with such ideas. Call me if it gets to be too late, okay?
Yeah, right. Just one run on my ladder climb to success, pal. And I plan to be moving up another rung real soon. This time, I'm going for the wealthiest man that Sleaze Valley has to offer. Mr. Clayton Brock, real estate tycoon. Hello? Oh, hi, Steve. Or should I say Randall, Mr. Imposter. No, no one's here to hear me. Where are you calling from? Well, actually, that's good, because you might suspect that something's up, and he's on his way over to the house right now. No, I don't have time to see you now, just because you're driving around in Steve's car using the car phone. Okay, Randall. What can I say? I'm not going anywhere. No, I wouldn't want that. See you.
Ooh-wee, baby, you still have it where it counts.
You already are, jerk off. Now tell me why you're here, as if I didn't already know. Why don't you tell me when all this is going to stop?
It's going to be over when I say it's going to be over. When I get Clayton Brock to beg me for mercy.
Look, I don't know how long I can go on with this charade. Besides, Sleaze Valley's kind of nice. I kind of feel at home here.
Look, baby, don't you go soft on me. Don't you ever forget I made you.
Absolutely, Randall. I want you to get what you want. After all, I do owe you everything.
I'm just giving Clayton Brock what he so richly deserves. A lifetime of humiliation, just as he humiliated me for so many years. I want him to hit him right where it hurts. In the bank. In his account in the bank that he owns. On the main street of the town that he owns.
Well, from what I know about the guy, you're getting him in its most sensitive area.
Just don't go soft on him. My twin brother Steve is currently serving a prison sentence in Canada for a crime I committed. He wanted to go soft on me, so I had to change places with him. Against his will, of course. But I'll do the same or worse to you if you try to go soft on me.
No, Randall, I won't go soft on you.
Randall, yeah. Getting that information could not have been any easier. Yeah. Clayton showed me the access himself. Of course, I had to promise never to tell anyone else. See you soon.
So you see, my dear, just by using a little influence, I can rid that property of its inhabitants. And buy it for a song. It's gonna look great developed, and it'll be worth a fortune.
A fortune. Another fortune, that's all you need. More money, more power. Where's all this gonna end?
It's not going to end. I'm never gonna stop working.
Huh, working. That's a laugh. You've never worked a day in your life. You've had everything handed to you on a silver platter. You've never worked a day. You always have someone else do it for you. And you're boring, Clayton. You're boring. I mean, when you sit here and brag to me like this, me of all people, I mean, don't forget, I know the truth.
Been your problem lately anyway.
You are, Clayton. I've been watching you operate the last few months, and it's making me sick. You never used to swindle your people in your real estate deals and throw them off their land.
Wait a second. You act as if I invented the rules to the game. Well, just in case you were misinformed, I didn't. I just learned to play like an expert.
Dad, you love it too. You love squeezing the little guy until he bleeds. You've never once been on the bottom. So you have no idea what it feels like to be squashed.
Oh, really, Livy? Well, look who's being boring now. A woman who knows nothing about the business world, and here she is critiquing me. A man who was bred for it. I'll be home late. We'll go out.
I don't know why I ever thought Clayton was the right man for me anyway.
Ooh, looking good. Now this reminds me of the time that the guys went off skiing without us in Vail.
Oh, yeah.
You need to know something very important. I just found out about it a few minutes ago.
What is it?
Well, you know, the guy you're living with, your husband, is not Steve. It's Randall, his twin brother. Your husband is in Canada serving a prison term for a crime that his twin brother committed. Randall somehow traded places with Steve during the Canadian trip.
What? You're kidding. You are kidding me, right? You are kidding.
No, it's the truth. I came over here to tell you about it as soon as I found out that it was the truth.
Yeah, and how'd you hear about all this?
Mike received a phone call from someone at the prison. Naturally, as Steve's best friend, he was able to help the authorities determine that the man that they were holding in prison was not Randall Hatfield.
That's incredible. That's really incredible. You know, I knew it all along. It was in the back of my head. I swear it was in the back of my head. But, you know, I didn't know that a man like Steve could change overnight. A guy like that doesn't change overnight. It's incredible. I should have knew it immediately.
Well, you know, if I were you, I'd get to the airport right away. He's getting released tomorrow.
You're right. I'm going right now. Bye. Oh, God.
Now that I've got that twit out of here for a little while, now to set the trap right here for the big rat. Or should I say rats? Not much longer, and everything that is Clayton Brock's will be mine. All mine. Now that my ex-partner has decided to go to jail and not collect $200. Well, the police should be coming anytime now to haul Randall and Barb away. I hope they both get long jail terms.
Suspected my secretary was up to something. But spying for Randall Hatfield? Get the out of here.
I'll bet this is the wildest thing that's ever happened in Sleaze Valley. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. I had a great time making up all those phony computer documents. Only fools as big as them will believe that.
I mean, he's the total opposite of his twin brother. You know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he tried to implicate us as accomplices.
You know, that mystery caller's still out there. I'm trying to figure out who it is.
Well, the voice was disguised, so it could have been anyone.
Yeah, but they're still out there. Still on the loose. Really concerns me.
It concerns me, too, that your wife and my husband are in this same hotel in another room right now, just as they do every Saturday night.
Poor Libby. She's so miserable at home right now. It's a good thing she has something, at least. If she didn't, she'd probably drink herself to death.
Non-stop to the top.
So what did you think of that? I love that she said his idea was dumb stupid.
That was your dumb, stupid idea.
It's your dumb stupid idea. It reminded me of The Pit, 1981, my first Kino I ever bought. That's saying something. 1981 Canadian Canucksploitation. It's one of my favorite movies from childhood. There's a part where she calls him clumsy stupid. And that's the first thing that popped in my head when she said he was stupid dumb. Or dumb stupid, whatever she said.
Well, if it isn't clumsy stupid.
Dumb stupid.
Dumb stupid.
Clumsy stupid.
Don't you love that everyone just spells it out? Like, I gotta go to work at the hardware store. I gotta go to work at the hospital. Just because you're calling me from your phone on your cellular phone, everything is so. And maybe that was because of the soap opera. Maybe some of those things that might get teased by the audience, or some of the things that I'm even teasing before you right now, maybe that's because of the soap opera. And even if it wasn't, I guarantee you the filmmakers would say it was. Believe me, I made my first film in 1996. I've seen so many slippery ways to describe the business, the material, the mistakes, and the triumphs. We opened with Stephanie Rage. She played Lynn with the bunion. A lot of blondes, 3 blondes, and 1 non-blonde. This is her first time on the show. She was in Crocodile Blondie 2, which we've discussed before in the past. Didn't do it. Now I think maybe we should. Then we smash right into Cara Lott. Cara Lott had the spiked blonde mullet. She played Rhonda, and she's actually been on our show. This is her 4th appearance because she was in Joined and Separated and Caught by Surprise. She's also in Taboo 2, but her scene was cut from the clean one. Amanda Tyler was our 3rd blonde. She played Olivia. She was in Deep Throat 3. And what are those called? They're all wearing like the one-piece bathing suit, except for that it's lingerie. I was trying to figure out, is that what a negligee is? I know the word negligee, but I don't know what it is. I know it's something with lingerie, but those one-piece lingerie, bathing suit, negligee are the main reason this is PG. This was also Amanda's first time on the show, just like Frankie Lee, her first time on the show. She's our brunette. In this same year, she was in a film, 1988, called Jack Hammer, with no Jack Hammer. Also, Jack Hammer's been in like 4 or 5 movies. I lied to you guys on Rambo. IMDb does say he's only been in 1 movie, but the adult film database says he's been in quite a few more. I just thought that was kind of funny that she was in Jack Hammer, and I recently found out that he was in more than Rambo, and so I go click right on Jack Hammer, and there's no Jack Hammer. And then we have our men, John Wright. John Wright played Randall and Steve. Or no, Steve. He played Randall, but really he was Steve. I believe that's it. His first time on the show. He was in Very Dirty Dancing. And he was in Crocodile Blondie 2. Jay Serling played Clayton, our like ski resort guy. I know he was like the tycoon, but he reminded me of like the bad guy in every skiing movie. His 3rd time on our show, he was in Taboo 3. He was in Debbie Does Dallas 3, the final chapter. And then this, 333. And then of course we have probably my favorite actor in the genre of men, Mr. Chad Sanders. Mr. John, get out of my chair, Doe. Chet from Chatsworth. World's luckiest man. We just saw him in Latex. And I don't know how many he's in the 10 movie club. I didn't go count them all up. But he has been on a lot. And that rounds up this Roy Karch masterpiece. I'm seriously going to look into more of his movies. I'd kind of like to find more clunky ones. Because The Seduction of Christie just seemed like a regular old good old adult film. So maybe the key is start at 1988 and work backwards to 1984 when he started. That's probably the clunky ones. 170 movies, remember I said that? If we went down to those, to the 2011s, he's probably perfected his craft. I feel like I'm chasing my tail a lot in this one because I don't want to offend anyone involved in this movie, but I also got to be myself, right? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And that's it. I'm trying to get talked into doing a funny one for next Sunday. I shouldn't even bring it up because I don't think I'm going to do it. They're trying to convince me. No, I'm not even going to say it. We have donation buttons, and there's 3 of them. And we have 73 timelines in Final Cut Pro right now. So, and a lot of them are old, and a lot of them are requests, and a lot of them I don't know who requested them. So I might be, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll have fun doing it. How about that? See ya.